Okay, we started. Welcome to the John's Not Wearing Any Pants podcast.
Well, I think that we're calling it the Wu-Tang cast.
Dicks.
How many times have you said that now?
4.
You've been counting?
It's been about 4.
Do you count dicks regularly?
Every day.
1.
So you guys gonna do your intro thing?
What intro?
We don't have an
Hey,
intro.
I'm Grump. I'm not so Grump.
We don't have...
It's copyright and shh.
We don't have a sort of...
That's yours.
No, it's
No, that's not.
It's what?
No,
you wrote it.
No, I just wrote it on a piece of paper.
Oh, that's different then. All right, whatever.
Oh yeah, so guest man,
Guest star.
guest guy Nick Pepperoni.
Everyone, welcome Sage. Guest Sage.
I'm the guest.
Sage is
I'm the guest of honor.
Sage is a regular host. This is Nick Pepperoni.
Kingtheturtle. He drew
Pepperoni.
This is Kingtheturtle. He's the guy who drew our thing
and does the animations.
And does some animations.
Hey guys.
He did one great Game Grumps animation, right? Did you?
It's about racist.
Racist faces, yeah. Oh, that was a new one with Danny, right?
Yeah, Danny's cool.
Not as good with that, John.
I disagree. I think it's a lot better with Danny. I've actually been watching it with Danny.
All right, okay.
You know, I saw some with Danny, and it just sort of missed that. Like, I wasn't feeling the.
Is it because I love John.
It just felt like Danny. That's what's so good about him. Danny's sort of like just another Aaron. It's like an Aaron.
Danny's like Aaron if Aaron was the coolest motherfucker ever.
Okay, so basically it's a slightly upgraded Aaron. It's just two Aarons talking, basically.
Have you watched
John was like the contrast.
No, it's like Aaron with energy and then Aaron that's like dying inside.
Okay, watch either Punch Out or Kirby's Epic Yarn, and just that'll do that.
Did you see the video? I think it was. I know College Humor posted it. It was of Mike Tyson playing Mike Tyson's Punch Out for the first time.
No,
Did he rage quit?
Did he rage quit?
Mike Tyson.
It was pretty fantastic watching him play it.
Well, as a veteran Mike Tyson's Punch Out player, I think that
the phone's ringing.
Seriously, again?
Who is it?
Okay, hold on. All right.
Dicks.
Okay.
All right.
That one was not an interesting phone call, so we cut it.
Yeah.
So Mike Tyson's Punch Out. Since I've beaten that game more times than I actually care to remember.
Why would you?
More than 69.
Oh, you ruined the joke.
Shut up.
That wasn't a joke.
Get out.
69.
Why are you even here?
YOLO. Jeez, don't you guys live once?
What were you saying?
Oh, they're my underpants. Be right back.
I want to put that. We can't name it the John's Not Wearing Any Pants cast.
I thought it was the Wu-Tang cast.
Pepperoni Podcast.
Okay, so this here on the Wu-Tang Clan cast.
Guys, the
Nick Pepperoni.
Wu-Tang Clan is nothing to fuck with. Just PSA for everyone.
Okay, so
John's not here right now, so let's just change his background to a giant dick. Boom! It's a dick. Whoa.
whoa, how did he do that?
Look at
Even
that.
though he's the one who's going to be editing the video.
Look at that dick that John's putting on the screen, hopefully.
He totally put that on. He's totally doing that.
Whoa, I put that shit on everything. Frank's hot sauce. Don't sue.
Don't worry, he'll just censor that out.
I put that stuff on stuff. Frank's hot stuff.
God damn it, Frank.
Have you seen the Game Grumps for Charity video?
No.
It's fucking hilarious. YouTube.com/charity.com. Online.com.
Website.com. Everybody check it out. We,
Dicks.
Okay, so we're raising...
Money for dicks.
We're raising awareness
on dicks.
for dicks.
I hope you haven't been. Seriously, that's what you've been doing.
What?
You've been saying dicks over. Fuck. How many times have you been saying dicks?
I only said dicks like twice.
I said like 4 times again.
Okay, so that's 6 dicks in how many minutes?
Like 30
1?
seconds. It's the Dicks cast.
That's like a dick every 10 seconds.
Cast.
Okay, so
We have like 8 titles for this one.
So John is now wearing pants. Podcast begin. Let's go.
Oh, you're gonna have to edit everything before
Everything
this out.
It just never happened until John wore pants.
This is like the lost tapes.
The pantsless tapes.
So
The No Pants Chronicles.
the no pants dance. as they say. They don't say anything.
They've never said
only
that.
I say that. But
So Cookie Clicker has been updated. You haven't looked at it, neither of you.
Did we talk about Cookie Clicker last time?
We did talk about Cookie Clicker last time.
We did?
So go click some cookies.
I forgot to put that. I forgot to link that in the description.
Okay, so if he forgets again, Google Cookie Clicker and click all of the cookies and get the grandmas.
I had so many grandmas. It was ridiculous.
I have over 100 grandmas.
I had like 500. I realized like some of them were like weird and purple.
Yeah, some come from the future when you have a time machine.
Oh, is that
they
what
had
happens?
like hoverboards and shit. Yeah.
That's what that was. I was like wondering why
cool.
they like that. That's pretty cool.
See, if it actually has a new hyperlink, then the one I mememorized, I'm not gonna say.
I'm sorry. Did you just say hyperlink?
Yes. It's gonna be
What
clickable.
the fuck is this? 1999?
Have you seen the kids going to the internet?
Yeah. Good. No one says hyperlink ever.
I do.
You still say hyperlink?
Yeah, guys, go to http://videogamesarama.com.
Oh god.
Go to jontron.show.
Just Google Cookie Clicker and click the first fucking link, assuming it's not one of those advertisements that Google puts up that's like the first 3 links.
Just talk about AdBlock and how shitty it is.
I like AdBlock.
Oh, no, AdBlock, the program, is good. The people who
Are dicks.
made it and released the thing are total cockholes.
And then this other end, this animator, youtube.com/Akaroid, shout out, he released this video about AdBlock, and then it got taken down for bullying. And
I'm sorry, what?
taken down. He was like, oh man, we don't want any ads. By the way, give me all my money. And it got taken down for bullying, and if he re-uploads it again, he's gonna get a strike on his account, and bad shit happens.
He can appeal it, can't he?
He doesn't want to, because if it goes further than that, then bad shit can happen, because AdBlock has more of an influence than a single man.
Right, but he can still sort of, like, appeal it.
I don't think...
Because YouTube can just, like, say, well, fuck you
what
guys, that's not
is
bullying.
Google just needs to buy AdBlock, and then take it down.
AdBlock is great. It's probably one of the best ad blocking programs.
Yeah.
But the people who are making it, so they released this video, and they were like, we think everyone should use AdBlock. We dream of an internet where there are no ads.
So stupid.
It's like they don't understand that without the ads, the entire internet collapses because no one has money. And without the money, you can't do anything.
Yeah, Visa's
but they're like, how about you spread it so everyone uses ad blocks and then there are no ads on the internet anymore? This is the dream we always wanted.
By the time I had seen the video and gotten to the fundraiser, it had already passed its first goal of $25,000. And I was like,
oh, jeez.
Who the fuck's supporting this? And their thing is like, if we get $2 billion, we're going to make a commercial for the Super Bowl. No one's going to give them $2 billion.
I'll give them $2 billion.
You'll be in debt for a while.
Yeah, go break the internet, asshole.
Well, as a person who uses AdBlock, I very distinctly did not... I use that word incorrectly. I very purposefully did not watch the video, so I would not feel shitty about being a selfish asshole.
Here's the thing.
I only have
here's the
exception.
thing. Using AdBlock makes you like part of the special asshole group because the way the internet works is you've got all the people who are ignorant and they don't know about AdBlock and they're the ones who see the ads, and then you've got the lucky few who are smart enough to realize, oh, I don't have to watch the ads. And then they use AdBlock and they have their nice little party, and you don't have to have everybody use AdBlock and then break the internet.
Like, I have AdBlock turned on, except for YouTube, because I watch a bunch of small YouTubers which AdSense actually gives them money and lets them do that for a living, which I support.
Aren't you a white stallion?
I only have one exception in my AdBlock.
4chan.
No, fuck you.
Pirate Bay.
No. Let me fucking finish speaking. My only one exception is Cosmo Wright, who's a speedrunner on Twitch TV.
.com.
No, is it .com?
No.
Okay, well, he's a speedrunner, and, like, I have infinite respect for the man because he is awesome and I love speedrunning.
You like speedruns?
I love speedruns.
He paints his nails.
Those are just so, like, why am I watching this?
Camera.
It's like someone butchering the game and just like, oh, you're running through the game as fast. That's like when somebody tries to play a piece of music as fast as they can. It's just like you're ruining it. Who cares? Just fucking slow down and enjoy the game. Shut up.
I can see, like, I beat this game like 4 times and I want to see how fast I can beat it. But that was like back when there was an internet. And you're like, oh, watch me beat Zelda 2 in 2 minutes, because I beat it 50 times already, and I'm the coolest kid in second grade.
Has anybody ever beat it in like 2 minutes?
No, I saw a speedrun that was like 48 minutes.
Not bad.
Which is absurd, because that game's fucking difficult.
Yeah, Wind Waker can be beaten in like 5 hours? It's sub 5 now, I think. It's actually like 4:30 now.
That's pretty long for a speedrun.
That's 4 hours and 30 minutes. That game is like a 15-hour long game.
Yeah, but there are like Call of Duties that are like 3 hours.
Well, yeah, that's Call of Duty. They're not trying to tell a story. They're trying to tell...
Though, in all fairness, Black Ops 2 was actually really good. Like,
I didn't play it. I don't think he did either.
Yeah, I was like really fed up with Call of Duty, but then I saw like Black Ops 2, and I was just like, you know what? This looks different because at least it's in the future now. Maybe they're doing something new, and it looks like they're doing some new things. May as well try it out. I missed sort of the fun arcade style shoot 'em up stuff that I got with Call of Duty. Modern Warfare, and so I went back to it, and it was actually a really good game.
Yeah, see, that's why I'm thinking about getting an Xbox and buying Call of Duty again, because I really miss being called a faggot all the time.
See, but I play it on the PS3, where the number of small children calling you a faggot is severely lowered.
Because no one buys a mic for the PS3.
Why don't they have a party system that's such a thing?
I don't care! I get to avoid the fucking Xbox Live type people! That's what's so nice!
I don't have an Xbox anymore, I'm not defending it. What I'm gonna defend to the death is the Wii U. Everybody's a Wii U now. Price drop confirmed.
I've been called a faggot so many times over Wii U Live, it's ridiculous.
Everybody get a Wii U, Wind Waker Wii U confirmed
what is
for
that?
$300.
That thing called where you just post like, hey, this game's really fun.
Miiverse.
Yeah, I hope you enjoy your little giant fucking ass iPad controller with the 3-minute battery life.
It's actually really good.
Cool story. There was a story on IGN about this girl, or this guy, he's an editor, and his daughter has like some form of blindness, and she can only see a couple inches in front of her face. And the Wii U is actually like helping her play, because she can like play like Super Mario Brothers or something with her family, and she has the gamepad. And they're
fucking hook her up to a virtual boy.
No, then she'll go actually blind.
And she'll die. She'll get eye cancer and then die from it. Why would you say such a thing? I actually want to get a virtual boy just to have, just put on my coffee table.
You gotta combine it with like a power glove.
Oh no!
I love the power glove. It's so bad.
I like the power.
The Wizard, ladies and gentlemen, check it out.
When was that movie made?
1993.
Really?
Was that 93?
Yeah, it was. Or 1991. It was one of the 2 years. I would know because
it was before Super Mario 3 came out.
No, it was in The Wizard.
It was before Mario 3 came out.
No. The Wizard had Mario 3 being the tournament game.
Yeah, exactly. It was before it came out.
But the Power Glove was in that movie.
Yeah.
I love the Power Glove.
It was before Mario 3 came out, and that's why everybody went to go and see it.
It's so bad.
Oh man, everybody's just gonna hate this one. This is gonna be the one that people hate.
You said that last week.
No, the last one was the one that everyone's gonna hate. Just because
all 8 people. You're like, I'm not watching the next one, and they watch the next one because it's called.
So actually, there's only one person who isn't like one of the 7 angry white girls who now shall be referred as the Justice League.
Right. The Justice League. You're gonna call it the Dick's Cast. By the way, at some point in this podcast, you're gonna have to put a dick in. Just know that.
You've already had how many? 14 now?
Like 30. Like on screen.
My goal, yeah, on screen.
We're just gonna put a dick in?
No, don't do that, actually. I said, put a dick in.
See, I think the deal is, the thing about censoring penises is if it's a boner, it's a no-no. But if we've seen anything from HBO, if it's just like this limp floppy thing, it's all good.
Oh, yeah, no, perfect. Like fucking Mount Your Friends style dick. Have you seen that?
No.
You haven't seen Mount Your Friends?
No.
Oh my god, the
I don't know what that
funniest
is.
indie game ever.
Ooh, it's so indie.
Oh, that, yeah.
Wait, have you played Frog Fractions yet, by the way?
No.
Okay, you watched our podcast, but you didn't go and immediately play Frog Fractions, a game where you end up making bug porn on Mars by the end of it?
No.
We won by printing a bunch of money.
Good.
It actually tells you that your successor can worry about the inflation.
Who's the one person who watches this other than us?
Actually,
that is in the Justice League.
We have 3 subscribers. So
yeah, who's that? Shout out to that one other guy who subscribed to us.
Hey, like, comment, subscribe if you're that other guy.
I know several people who I showed this to, and they thought it was really great.
Yeah, but did you like look at our subscribers? There's like one random dude. In, like, Maine.
Just one random
Hi,
dude
Maine.
from Maine.
Yeah!
Well, maybe like they found us and thought our podcast was good, and he was like, "Oh, you know what? I guess I'll subscribe."
What a cool guy.
I'm actually
Yeah,
a radio
seriously.
jockey, so I'm gonna put this on the radio. Get this podcast out in the airwaves.
You're a radio
an hour
jockey.
long.
Oh, you're so cool. I was radio, or you're just lying.
No, I'm talking about him.
Oh, but you know the guy in Maine is
Yeah,
a radio.
dude.
Oh,
Hey, how's it going?
this is just random
Steve?
speculation that he's.
Steve, the radio jockey.
I'm gonna put on some groovy tunes.
Yeah, it's just this without commercial break. And the studio loses all its funding. and
Man,
goes
these
down.
beats are so hip.
I know. Boom, boom, clap, beats, boom. There you go.
We should talk about Miley Cyrus.
Brought to you by Visa.
Are we seriously gonna talk?
No, we're not going to talk about Miley Cyrus, because fuck Miley
We
should
should talk about World War III. No, we shouldn't.
You did see.
We should talk about how that's a thing.
Oh yeah, the bears with Syria.
Warfare? Yes.
This is
Like,
a great Onion article on
Bears.
how the Syrian conflict is only complicated by 1,000 angry bears entering the fray.
Pictures. It's serious. Things are getting real over there, man.
serious.
You know, Joe's Syrian, and he might get arrested for walking around the streets. So, Joe, if you're not listening to this, I'm gonna make you listen to this. Watch out, just to hear that.
Watch out for the bears.
Joe with New Rough Girl.
Do you think the third bear faction has like a team of assassins,
Let's hope so.
terrorist bears?
Let's hope so. Speaking of terrorism, I read this article about Saudi Arabia wanting to fuck shit up at the Winter Olympics. It was
Oh yeah, with Russia.
Yeah.
We're gonna install all these Chechen terrorists, and they're gonna scare you. We will do a Bane voice for me.
Fuck you, I don't know, man. I didn't even watch Dark
We
Knight.
will install terrorists in your Russia. You will lose hope, Gotham.
Did you know that he's like 5'8" and he like had to wear heels to like?
Oh really?
Yeah, so that like he'd be like eye to eye with what's his name? With Christian Bale.
Christopher Walken.
Christian Nolan.
Christian Walken.
Christian Bear.
What were we talking about before this? Before World War II?
Oh, I've actually been
Miley
very
Cyrus.
happy to see that Side 9 Happiness. I don't know if you guys follow them.
Yeah.
Pretty decent webcomic. They've finally been picking up with their animated shorts.
Yeah, I saw the first one. And
Oh, I didn't see it.
It's good.
They had the one with the birthday cake and the horse.
It's good. Watch it right
And then
now.
they have a new one with
watch
some
it
rock
right now.
climbing people.
I'll watch it on silence. It's okay.
You're not gonna get it.
You're not. It's dialogue important. You need the dialogue.
Yeah, it's like, hey guys, did you hear about those dicks? And then the cartoon ends.
How many dicks is that now?
Fine, we'll just go 16.
It's a lot more than 16
Droopy
dicks.
Dicks podcast was the first one.
Okay, so I'm aiming for 69. Speaking of aiming for 69.
Apparently, Sage originally wanted it to be Drippy Dicks, but due to the way he talks,
No,
it
it's
doesn't.
Droopy Dicks.
Originally, you wanted it to be Drippy Dicks.
I don't remember. I don't care.
Speaking of 69, that's a number now.
Why are we going? That's like the cheapest joke on the.
guys, 69. YOLO. Blaze it. Weed. Memes. Okay, I just covered.
Name it.
I
No.
I covered all of the internet. That's not Cyanide Happiness.
Nope.
What is that?
It's Earthbound.
Get out.
You're playing Earthbound
I'm
on
playing
your phone.
Earthbound right now on my phone.
It's like some
You're
meta.
just starting from the beginning.
No, I'm starting from the end.
It's some meta commentary because we're all actually Earthbound. That's what that game's about.
Shut the fuck up.
That's what it's about. Asuka Satoishi.
E-toy.
Sassy. Same thing. Don't actually go and
I
look.
never actually finished that game because my parents went and
Satoshi Tajiri.
deleted the emulator and the files,
Good,
and I was
right.
like,
Thanks, John's parents.
well, fuck you guys, freaking going and.
Earthbound, check it out.
Yeah, facebook.com/earthbound the game, the movie.org.
That's probably not anything.
Speaking of Nintendo and their shit, and how can you defend the?
I'll
Maybe you
defend
can defend the Wii U, but you can't defend Nintendo at this point.
I can.
Why the fuck not?
2DS.
Because
Let's go.
Okay, you know what? The 2DS. The only reason that's good is because it can play
Yeah,
the regular
you
DS
can play
games.
both.
However, but no, let's try to stop a second. We're all talking about the consoles, but who gives a shit about the
Nintendo
consoles?
has a
It's the
stranglehold.
damn games. What has Nintendo released besides a billion 3D Marios that are all the same damn game?
Pokemon X and Y.
They've just been like.
Wait, for which
They've been
system?
I don't give a shit. Every system.
Icarus, Uprising. And you played that game?
Actually, no, I haven't played Kid Icarus. Okay, I'll give them points for reviving Kid Icarus.
Super Mario 3D Wii U Land 2.
Give us a new iconic IP. I mean, like,
Alright, they're coming out with the new Legend of Zelda. They're coming out with
iconic IP. That means...
Oh, okay, what other IPs are just sprouting up from other... Oh, you're gonna be like, Last of Us.
From a first party.
You know, I don't even care if it's not the most revolutionary thing. The Last of Us was something new. It was different. It wasn't the 70th Mario game.
How about the Wonderful 101?
Oh yeah, that game was cool.
What was... Okay, I haven't heard of that.
It's a 6-hour Japanese game where you beat things up. What's new?
Okay, but that's Japanese, so it doesn't count.
Okay.
They're going to discount everything that Nintendo does because they're all Japanese.
What about Sony?
Was that actually a Nintendo thing, or was that...
Yeah, the Wonderful 101.
Was it...
I think it was actually a third-party game. It is a third-party game.
Okay, well, there.
But it's one of those third-party games that... It's a Wii U exclusive.
Right, okay. I'll give credit to the third-party games and the third-party support, which Nintendo's needed desperately for a while. But,
Call of Duty on the Wii U. That's all I gotta say. Greatest. Call of Duty, Modern Warfare, Ghosts.
Okay, what other... Name 2 great IPs that have come out this year. New IPs.
Yeah, well, first of all, there was... What was there? There was Catherine, right? Was that year...
That was 2011.
Was that seriously 2011?
Yeah, sure.
That was pretty old.
Wow.
Yeah. And that's not going to be a thing. I'm pretty sure there's no sequel planned.
The Walking Dead.
That came out last year.
Did it?
Yeah.
The Walking Dead was fantastic.
I haven't played it.
Okay, you know what? This year...
And The Walking Dead isn't
why are you limiting it to this year? That's... Nintendo hasn't even really come out with any major IPs in, like... When's the last time... Like, Pikmin was the last actually, IP that Nintendo would be... That's, like, something that would be worthy to actually... Or maybe Animal Crossing. Something that would be worthy to shove into it.
Came out...
When was that?
64.
SNES.
Seriously? Was that 64?
Yeah, 64.
That was
SNES. Is an SNES thing.
I did not realize. No, I don't think so.
Look it up.
Animal Force came out for Nintendo 64.
Okay, so fine, that's been around longer than that's been around longer than Pikmin, all right? But Pikmin was like, when I talk about new Nintendo IPs, I'm talking about stuff that's worthy enough to end up having their characters be put in a Smash Bros. Game. That's how you evaluate it.
Nintendo IP.
But no, Snake and Sonic did not belong in Smash Bros.
Actually,
it's not like they even made them good players, characters that were fun to play. They were
Snake
just like
is fun.
Snake was
like weird dynamic. I actually thought about it. I was considering making something like you have all these cute characters like Kirby and Jigglypuff and Pikachu,
and then you
have Solid Snake, and he's a killer.
Who's one of his grabs is to break your opponent's neck.
Wasn't that changed in the USA?
Is that what happens? Like, Snake breaks Pikachu's neck, then Pikachu falls down, and then, like, a second layer, like, blasts off screen?
Yeah. Pikachu's dead.
Game!
Actually,
no, he just falls down on his face, and then he gets back up, because that's what happens when you get your neck broken.
What happens in your Pokemon? Haven't you ever played Pokemon The Next Generation? It's actually
I played a lot
Is that
of
like
Pokemon.
Star Trek: The Next Generation, where they have like a Pokemon who senses negative feelings in the air and ruins the whole show because the character's so shitty?
No, it's actually the name of a cartoon that I know someone who's working on.
Is that like Yu-Gi-Oh! The Next Generation?
No.
Where that was somehow shittier than the...
YouTube.com/Robert Ross. Pokemon The Next Generation.
Robert Ross is pretty good.
Yeah.
Semi shout out to Robert Ross.
Yeah, all 3 people go subscribe. All 3 people, including me, go subscribe if you haven't already.
Wait, 3 people? You mean us 3?
Hey guys, go subscribe.
Well, I think I might already be subscribed to Robert Ross.
Dude, the dude from Maine. Steve, the disc jockey from Maine. Go subscribe.
Is he actually like a disc jockey?
I don't fucking know.
No, I just saw that he was subscribed to us because we have 3 subscribers, and I know one of them is me, and I think the other one is you.
Yeah, and are you subscribed?
I don't think so.
Okay,
why are you not subscribed to us on YouTube?
Why would you be?
We need to get enough views so that we can monetize this shit, and then we can stop.
Okay, that's gonna take a while.
Pause. Yeah. Actually, there's a website called Social Blade, and they're like a small partnering company, and if you have like 2,000 views a month, you can get a partnership, which is pretty cool. It's like I
don't even know if we're breaking 500 views a video.
Breaking 500 views. I think what? How many views did we get on the first one? We got about 40 views.
Yeah, I know.
There you go.
That's why we're not breaking 500.
Well, I
there you
actually
go.
got 11,000 one month. Thank you very much.
Fuck you.
Well, that's because there weren't my cartoons.
That's because you make animations. People like that shit, and they're half decent. They're good.
I know people who listen to podcasts, and while I play League of Legends,
yeah, but you realize
animes.
The only things you do.
Yeah. If I'm not, let's see. If I'm not animating, I'm playing League of Legends, jerking off, and feeling shitty because I'm not animating. That's how the cycle goes. And I'm like, I really have to animate something today. And I do it really shitty, and I'm like, I tried. And I go back to doing what I was doing. So,
yeah,
Miley Cyrus.
We're gonna end up. Maybe we should just like.
She's a whore. I hate you.
We're just gonna tease that. We're gonna tease that conversation.
What's wrong with being a whore?
Children.
I don't care.
Okay. See, John LaJoie, you saw that song that he wrote.
I started.
That basically explains the whole thing. The only reason this is a big deal is because we remember when she was a kid.
Yeah,
that's it.
There are people who've done that. And
everybody else does it.
14-year-olds who watched Hannah Montana when they were 8, and they're like, "Oh, I'm gonna be like her when I grow up."
The thing that is worth pointing out is I think the really horrible thing was that she did this and it wasn't even hot in any way.
Yeah,
she does not really have the right body type to attempt to twerk. She's a fucking hillbilly,
and she looks like a stick.
Not that twerking is even that great anyway. It's just like, oh, I can like vibrate slightly.
Hey, don't disrespect twerk. It's in the Oxford Dictionary.
It's right because it's now in the Oxford Dictionary.
So
that makes it okay.
Tweet, selfie.
Oh yeah, and then the best part was her hair. I don't know what that was.
It was like in like pink.
Why are we talking about this?
Because we have nothing else to talk about.
Guys,
this is what our lives have come to.
Let's talk about the baseball in your drawer. Look at it.
I don't know why there's a baseball in that drawer. I fucking hate baseball.
Baseball.
I don't know why there's a baseball there. There's there's like a drawer. We're in the basement, and there's like a drawer that contains various equipment for soccer and tennis that my dad and my sister go and play because I'm not athletic. And there's a baseball in there. I don't know why. And that's it.
End of story. Thanks for coming.
End of story. You're welcome.
Like,
podcast over.
If you like baseball.
So the base god.
Baseball cat.
I'd be happy if America's main sport was baseball and it wasn't football. Baseball.
What?
Baseball fucks all our bases.
Fucks all our balls.
Oh.
I would totally watch the base god just play baseball
by himself.
Yeah.
It's base god versus base god. He like throws the ball up, runs over to home plate, and hits it. How does he get himself out?
Because he's the Bay.
No, whenever he has to hit, he automatically gets an in-park home run because there's no one to field. So the game would just be never-ending. It would be forever ending. Next topic. Segway. Dicks.
Shout out to Neverending Story.
Yeah.
I fucking hate that movie.
Is that a movie?
That dragon thing was just creepy.
What are you talking about?
It was freaking creepy.
You've never seen the Neverending Story?
Have you seen the Neverending? You've never seen it?
No. What is it?
It's a really, really bad movie. All I really remember is that there's a really creepy dragon. Who?
It's like Labyrinth.
Who's? No.
Oh.
I think you could draw some similarities, but there's definitely no David Bowie.
That's not. I don't want to watch it.
It's one of those really, really 80s films.
It's incredibly 80s. The dragon actually got nicknamed somehow. It got nicknamed the Fag Dragon.
Good.
By you.
By me, actually.
Copyright.
Within this family, it got between me and my sister, it got named the Fag Dragon.
Copyright John Donald 2013.
It was just really, that dragon is so freaking creepy. It looks like a mix between a dog, a teddy bear, and a dragon, and it's just unsettling.
I don't want to watch that. I'm not going to.
And then there's the part where the horse is sinking in mud. Don't go, Mr. Horse!
Is this like an experimental movie?
No, this was...
There were like 2 sequels, too.
Oh my god, I think you're right. I remember, like, back when we didn't get a new thing installed and we somehow got a bunch of free channels, we only had, like, maybe about 9 channels, and about half of them were PBS, the other half were Spanish, and then, like, the next maybe half, because that's how fractions work. And then the rest was like some Ion channel, something like that.
Oh yeah, they play like the Ghost Whisperer in Spanish movies.
Yes, they play Ghost Whisperer, Psych, and then and then MASH, and then and then some old movies.
Pretty much.
And the number of times I saw them playing Neverending Story and its sequels is It is the worst 80s movie. It is so bad. It's just like, the 80s just didn't understand things. Although, was RoboCop 80s?
Yeah.
Yeah, RoboCop was 80s. Beverly Hills Cop, the good cop movies came out in the 70s and 80s. You don't find those anymore, which is a shame because, yeah.
So speaking of horses, Shadow of the Colossus.
I still need to play that.
You haven't played Shadow of the Colossus?
Well, keep in mind that I did not own a PS2 at any point, and I sold my PS3, and then I realized, oh shit, I should have bought Shadow of Colossus and played that.
Get a PS2 emulator.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that, but my computer's sort of a potato-ish thing. It's not exactly. It's more like a turnip on the scale of bad vegetable computers. So that's slightly above
potato. You could
potato.
probably run it. I don't
know.
Really?
Yeah, my computer can't run PS2 emulator very well. And my computer's good.
PS2 emulator. Don't you have like a 2.4 double core?
Devil core?
Double core.
I have the double core. I was 6.6.
It harnesses the power.
6 core, 6.66 gigahertz.
It's now the other really great one is the Sega Saturn Saturn.
That's a strong Sega.
Satan.
Satan.
Your computer can't run it?
No.
What the fuck?
I don't know. Like they were, and I can't run the GameCube emulator either. Dolphin.
Oh, I've been curious. I've been curious about downloading Dolphin, and I realized that the emulator is going to take up more space than the program that the emulator is trying to run.
Yeah.
No, it actually doesn't take up that much space.
Or not space. I mean like processing power.
Memory.
It will kill your processor. It takes a lot of resources to fucking run it, man.
Yeah.
You have to close Windows Explorer.
Well, actually, I do have
Joe.
Half the time that I close Windows Explorer, it just freaking goes and messes up my entire desktop, and I thought that it was Internet Explorer, and then I realized that it wasn't, and that's why it kept.
There was this point where Joe wanted to get his taskbar to minimize, and he's like, "This doesn't work." So I just closed Windows Explorer whenever I needed it to. I'm like, Joe, you're such an idiot.
Did you tell him to delete System 32?
No, because he's 64-bit. System 86.
I don't know, like the Dolphin emulator itself, that would be mostly RAM, right? Because I got 8 gigs of RAM, but a shitty graphics card. Turn
off all the shadows and all the anti-aliasing.
No! Without the shadows, it's just so...
How will you play Shadow of the Colossus? It won't be the same.
You won't find the Colossus.
It'll just
shadows won't be.
It'll just be of the Colossus.
It just won't be the same experience.
It'd be like the Hedgehog.
What?
Shadow the Hedgehog.
And why would I be playing any Sonic game with that godforsaken character?
Why would you be playing any Sonic game?
Adventure 2 was the only good 3D Sonic game.
Oh, you know what? That's right.
I said it. I don't like Generations. Sue me.
But God, everything about that series, except for the earlier games, is just so wrong. It's like a Japanese company's attempt at appealing to what they think American kids find cool.
Sonic 06, good game.
It's like they play this really bad,
Sonic Heroes
going around at the speed of sound.
That song's amazing.
No, it's not. What the fuck kind of stuff? Gotta find my rainbow.
Don't like J-pop?
God, J-pop is so bad. It's just no. Stop. And then the voices.
Dude,
the voice of Sonic
listen
is.
to Crush 40.
I just want him to be like.
Dead.
I want to put him into a little machine that slowly tears him apart, and bad things happen to him because fucking hell.
Wait, Sonic?
I have a voice like this because I'm Sonic.
Yeah, I'm not Sonic. I'm my original character.
Blonic. We already did a shout out to you. We already did a shout out to Yukino Joe.
We should just send messages to Yukino Joe until
Why?
We should send him creepy love letters. I love you, Joe. I watch all your videos. I watch you too.
Not as the podcasts though, but as Ron Jeremy.
Yeah. So the channel that we made, or the YouTube account that we made, to host the podcasts on, when we put in our name, we put in Ron Jeremy.
Good.
So every time I log in, it says, "Hi, Ron Jeremy." I said, "Oh yeah, I'm well endowed," and I get to feel good about myself.
How come the podcast's not taken?
It just isn't. Like, people always do the blah, 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 blah podcast, and so we do the podcasts, and each episode is a different blah, blah, blah podcast.
So this will be the Ron Jeremy cast.
No, this one I think is the Pepperoni cast.
Okay.
The Pepperoni Podcast. At one point, I think last one before we saw Elysium, it was going to be the Portland Detective, because for some reason, Portland and because those were what were in the tags for the suggested tags.
Yeah,
We were gonna name it the Portland Detective, but then we decided on it's a pretty good film.
Have you ever seen Portlandia?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that show is amazing.
I love that.
It's even better if you've been to Portland.
Because they're all fucking hipsters.
Seriously, the hipsters in Portland they're like the top of the tier hipsters. It's pretty incredible. Like, you should just go there just to get the experience.
I've only seen the one episode where they go to a diner and they're like, "Oh, where'd you get the eggs from?"
Oh, right, and then they end up becoming like part of this weird cult on a farm.
Yeah, they end up like going to look at the chickens.
I really love the put a bird on it sketch.
I don't think I've seen. Is that
because that's Portlandia, but that's the sort of thing that you will see. But people like trying to put like shit on stuff. It makes it more free and spiritual and something like some bullshit like that. Because they're actually like that. They're the people who would shove holistic medicine up their assholes and listen to some shitty indie band.
Can you stop saying units?
Shout out to Nick Racecar-Dino going to Seattle, Digipen University.
He's never gonna watch this.
I'm gonna send it to him. Like, go to 1,000 seconds in and just listen.
What?
Is that not?
How many seconds? Oh, this is we're actually at. Is that 1,000 seconds?
36 minutes. That's not 1,000 seconds.
How are you calculating that?
There's a seconds bar down there.
You mean that? The thing that says bars?
No, the thing that says seconds.
Oh, okay.
Go
It says seconds.
to 1,078 bars.
There. Well, see, these are musical bars.
Is this in 4/4 or?
Yeah, it's in 4/4 because this is a music recording program.
Weird.
Well, you can record other audio.
Like dicks.
Dix is not an audio.
Just rub your dick
Bam,
against the
bam,
mic.
bam, 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 bam. Right on the lines. I got it. Oh.
Yeah, no. I don't see that.
I nailed it. Bam, 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 bam,
No.
bam, 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 bam. See, I got it. Who the hell wants to Who the hell wants to listen to
Jeez,
that?
computer, why did you burp? That's so rude. I got you. Sorry. They're not gonna know you burped, Sage.
Okay, good. It tastes like bologna.
What did you eat, dicks?
No, it's bologna.
Oh, that's weird.
You sure it wasn't bologna flavored dicks?
I'm almost certain it was bologna.
I'm willing to bet that
What
they
if
make
it's like-
bologna flavored condoms somewhere.
What if
Don't
it's your
think so.
sister's? Like, your sister buys special bologna that's secretly dicks, and you had some.
I don't think she does.
Shout out to
Secretly-
Sage's sister.
She doesn't have any
Eats
money.
bologna dicks.
Yeah. Your parents might be supportive of her
No.
Jane's addiction. Jada's addiction.
Shut up.
Wordplay, everyone.
No.
Shout out to Jane's addiction. You suck now.
I started getting into them and I just sort of like forgot about it, and the only song I ever remember from them is Been Caught Stealing.
It's a good song.
It is a really good,
Their old
song.
stuff's cool. Their new song is dumb. Their new stuff is dumb. Actually, one of the Chili Peppers bass lines is like basically
The newer Chili Peppers stuff is
It's cool.
it's
I like
bland.
It's like
It's sort of gotten kind of bland.
I like it. I listen to like Stadium Arcadium more.
Yeah, it's kind of boring me at this point. I really prefer the Blood Sugar Sex Magic era.
Yeah.
To be honest, like that was their height.
Really? I think the Stadium Arcadium was like.
They're like tied for
And
first.
then
Stadium Arcadium had some good songs. There was also some filler in there, and
Like what?
I can't remember the individual song names.
The solos are great.
Okay, the solos are pretty, but it's John Frusciante.
Yeah, every solo.
He does soul. That's his thing.
Shout out to John Frusciante.
Although I really actually do like Klinghoffer a lot. Just his style is actually pretty cool.
Klinghoffer.
Klinghoffer.
You know, he's cool.
I keep thinking like Klingon, and he just seems like some sort of alien to me now.
He is. He's an alien. He doesn't talk because he's an alien.
He doesn't do a lot of talking.
No. He kind of sits there in interviews like, "Hey, so you play guitar, right?" It's like, "Yeah, I play guitar."
But John Frusciante was sort of a quiet member as
Yeah,
well.
because he didn't talk to anyone for
Like
the first 15 years
it's
of
like
his
you
life.
got Anthony Kiedis who's like talking about the band, and then you've got Flea, who's like this incredibly weirdly sentimental
Yeah.
person, and he's almost like kind of off-putting when he
And
talks.
Chad's just like 7 feet
And then-
tall in the background.
Chad's like, I'm
just hanging out.
I'm Will Smith. I'm Will Ferrell.
Will Smith. But like John is like, he doesn't like talking to people, but he talks to like, he's really like outgoing in terms of like the band members.
His new solo stuff is
I like it.
it's alright, but
it takes getting used to.
Yeah. I just sort of want to see them go back to either the Blood Sugar Sex Magic era or the One Hot Minute era. Because One Hot Minute was actually a really good album. Like, totally forgotten about all the time. But they're like, come on, you can't deny that Aeroplane is easily one of their best songs. Like,
I can. I just did it right now. It's good. My favorite song.
The bass on that is fantastic.
Warped is probably, or Coffee Shop's probably my favorite.
Coffee Shop's pretty good.
My favorite.
It's got P on it. It's got P.
Excuse me?
I'm a little P.
Who the fuck peed on the album?
Oh no, I mean P is in
the letter.
It's spelled P-E-A.
Oh.
It's like one of the songs where Flea is just totally solo on it.
Oh.
Have you not heard that song?
No.
Oh my god, it's fantastic. It's hilarious.
Do you listen to Muse?
A little, yeah. I've been trying to get into them.
They're cool.
I played one of their songs at performances. So
good. Which one?
Hysteria. I was on the bass.
You should play Knights of Sidonia by yourself. That's like 5 instruments. You got it. Don't worry.
I got it.
You should listen to them. They're cool.
No, I've been trying to get into them. They are pretty cool.
So Sage, do you like music? Do you like art?
No, I don't like art.
Do you hear about that?
He's the guy who does math and is
like,
incapable of understanding.
Sage,
I'm just gonna do some calculations.
Isn't the color red just
on your
so
fucking
cool?
like mini tablet phone? It's like I'm not sure what that thing is. It's actually kind of cool though. It's got a really nice screen. I will admit.
That's my main problem with the 2DS. It's not a portable thing. It's a giant square.
It is a giant square, and its screens are a bit too small.
Yeah, no, they're the size of the regular DS.
Yeah, seriously. It's like, what is that? Stop, please. Give us large screens. Those are good.
I just want one giant screen. I
also love how Nintendo is always like a step behind generation-wise. I don't know how that happened. But it's like when they went from GameCube to Wii, they forgot to fix all the processors and the graphics and the GPU. And instead they just made, we got a thing that you could wave around now. Look how special we are.
They focused all their time on
it became a cheap gimmick, of course.
Consoles aren't behind just generally compared to
PC?
PC?
But there's the PC where you're always when a new console comes out, it tends to be almost where the PC is. But then of course.
You know what the top of the line
we're talking about the average PC that people can actually afford.
A PC I just spent $500 on.
Is that actually I need a decent this PC right here is actually really, really good. It's got all the it's got a decent i5 processor, it's got 8 gigs of RAM. I just need a decent GPU.
Buy a nice.
But of course it's my dad's computer technically, and he doesn't like video games.
What a loser, John's dad. I hope you're watching this.
They're so violent and they rot your mind.
But I got my computer for $500. It has 8 gigs of RAM. It's a quad-core 3.2 processor. It's AMD. Fuck you. And the graphics card's better than the average. I mean, I can play League of Legends on high.
League of Legends. Oh,
I was playing.
God, that's like the new World of Warcraft, I think, for patheticness. Unless you're Donkey, and then you get away with it.
Yeah, no.
We already did a shout out to. Do you watch Donkey?
I recently started watching him. Yeah.
He's really really great.
What was I gonna say?
Ocean, right?
Ocean.
Wait, did you see his latest video? He actually he ended it with an ocean reference.
I was gonna say something about computers.
He's also started worshipping Shrek, which is.
That's funny. A good video.
It's really great.
Fuck. I was gonna say something.
Is love.
Yeah,
Shrek is life.
I'll keep.
Let's talk now.
Am I wrong? Because I want to get a bond till I die. Is I wrong? Get a bond till I die. Everybody know me. I'm the biggest nigga alive. Ever since I started petting all the bad man, betting on a dunk ass nigga with no reason. Yeah, he is white. Have you seen him?
No.
Oh my god.
I've never seen him.
He's gotten fat though. He Did you see the depressing ass Mario 64 Let's Play that suddenly just it was actually
stopped?
It was a he was the only serious Donkey video, and it was actually depressing. It was him confessing his life and where he was at right now.
Which one?
Okay, I'll find it and I'll send you a link. This was legitimately one of the most depressing videos I've seen on YouTube, because it's talking about how why he's just everything he went and moved to Texas because of some girl he met on the internet. And it turned out that she was all fucking fake, and like Machinima has cut off his funding, so he's like poor as fuck, and he's like just depressed, and he's like started like just eating and not being and like not exercising anymore, and he's become like a fat fuck, and like he's just like
moral of the story: you don't partner with Machinima.
Seriously, I feel bad for him.
Spaz Kid.
And he was drunk when he recorded the video. Like he'd had a bunch of screwdrivers apparently.
Man. Why would you drink a screwdriver? That's gotta hurt.
Well,
all right, guys, get it? I was meaning the actual screwdriver that you use to fix things.
I think I've got like
drink it.
An Omni tool here. Or a
That's
multi-tool.
not a Mass Effect.
I always say Omni tool. It's a multi-tool. I'm mad. I still haven't played Mass Effect 3.
No, just keep it that way.
No, it's a good game. It's fun. It's a fun game.
I haven't played Mass Effect 1 either. So.
It's a fun game.
I actually need to, I think, later I'm just going to go get a decent computer and then I'm just going to play the whole trilogy. Yeah. You know what? Mass Effect 3 may have had, like, an underwhelming ending, but you know what?
No, everyone was just... Okay, not spoilers, because you haven't played it.
Yeah,
everyone was just mad about it.
Everyone was mad about it, and I know it had to do with a different color explosion, something like that, but you know what? The rest of the games...
Amazing.
And probably the rest of the Mass Effect 3 game itself still has, like, an emotional punch to it.
The storytelling is great in that game. Like, if you haven't played Mass Effect 3, just do it.
Well, play the first two Mass Effect games if you can. And I think they're actually releasing... They actually went and released the first
trilogy.
Mass Effect... The whole trilogy is now on PS3.
It's like 40 or 50
which
bucks.
I think is nice. Oh, it's really that cheap?
Yeah.
That's nice. That's really nice. The other game with a really depressing or shitty ending, actually no, the endings themselves were really good, but they're sort of like...
What are you talking about?
For Stalker, Shadow of Chernobyl. Like...
Is that game old?
Like, well, it's really old.
Not really
but, well,
old.
it looks like it's really old, because the graphics are shit, but it's actually it's a really, really great game, sort of like really great post-apocalyptic simulator. It's like Fallout 3, but not as silly.
Shoutouts to GSC, R.I.P. man.
But it really good game. But the endings are like sort of like
weird.
It's like they're actually like kind of really well written, but they're sort of rushed a little, and it sort of hits you, and you might not realize the point of the endings just because of the way that like you've got this whole game and there's no really story or development to it because it's practically like it's very weak on story, and then you've got these really amazing endings that if you actually realize the point of them, they're like, holy shit, this is brilliantly written. But like, I think we can spoil it because there's not much to spoil. Basically, the game centers around...
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert, who gives a shit? Play it anyway. But the endings, basically, it involves you finding the center of the Chernobyl reactor where there's like this artifact that grants you wishes. And it's very mysterious, and you make it to the center, and depending on your decisions in the game, which you didn't realize they were even important decisions that mean anything, and ultimately the thing that you ask for... like isn't that connected to what you've done, so it's sort of like a loose kind of like, oh well, okay, I guess I want that he's asking for.
Yeah.
But then whatever the wish granter gives you, it's like horribly ironic. So like if you say that you want the zone, which is like the irradiated area and all its mutants and everything wrong with it, if you say that you want it, if your character says that you want it to disappear, the wish granter makes your character blind. Or if you say that humanity must be controlled or destroyed or whatever, basically it just or that humanity must be controlled, it basically destroys the entire planet and the entire universe and just leaves you in a black void. But you don't exactly... But I got that ending, and I didn't actually realize that that's what it was until I looked up the endings later.
That's cool, though.
But it is, the endings are... If you say that you want to be rich, your character starts hallucinating that there are gold coins falling from the sky, but really it's the ceiling of the reactor, or of the sarcophagus around the reactor coming in and just falling and crushing you.
That's pretty
so
cool.
It actually is really cool, and it's something that you might expect from the end of like a good novel.
Yeah.
But...
The ending of the book that it's based on is
It was based on a book then, which was
Picnic by Arkadian Boris Strugatsky.
It was
one of my favorite novels.
Okay, I actually have to read that then because I really loved the atmosphere of Shadow of Chernobyl. I seriously recommend that anybody goes and plays that game because it's really as like the simulator that's really cool because you have to eat and it's all very fleshed out and they try to add a level of realism to it and that's really cool. Although the ending did get a bit hectic with all the enemies, and it's sort of like it became like less of a It became less hard once you had a bunch of rapid-fire weapons, but at least in the beginning, it's like really sort of a hardcore survival game.
Which is why that's why kind of why I didn't like Call of Pripyat.
Right, because it starts
you with an assault rifle.
Right, which is the reason that I ultimately avoided playing it after asking for your advice on it. But So really cool game. The atmosphere is really great. It's got really sort of this cool charm in that it was originally written in Ukrainian, and there are some mistranslations that ultimately just make it sort of kind of good.
You should read Naked Came the Stranger. It's a good book.
No, it's not.
Great book. Everyone, Naked Came the Stranger.
Everybody read Atlas Shrugged. That's also shout out to BioShock.
Stardust by Neil Gaiman. That's not Neil Gaiman. Who wrote that?
That sounds like Neil Gaiman. I think that was Neil Gaiman.
No, but like actually the book that it's based on is very, very good. Roadside Picnic by Arkady Boris Strugatsky.
I'll have to read that.
Yeah. I had to order it online.
Is it like an English translation or?
No, it's in English.
Oh, it's in English.
It's in Ukrainian actually, and you have to learn.
No, I'm pretty sure that the brothers were actually Russian.
To do what? Write a book. Good jokes.
You just die.
I can. I don't want to.
You're the only one here that doesn't.
Holy shit, man! Your hair is still wet. I don't understand it.
And when it dries, it's just like.
I used to actually do that and I'd look like a complete shithead, but I had no other idea how to comb my hair or anything, and I just simply just dunk my head in water, comb everything back, and then whatever. I wouldn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
That combined with a V-neck sweater, and people really hated me. So
I can understand.
But people always thought I was using gel, and I was like, no, it's just water. And they wouldn't believe me.
It's just water is nature's
It's just
gel.
water. And apparently my hair is really soft, too, so...
I'm not going to touch your hair.
Yeah, don't touch my hair.
No one knows.
I swear to God, I've had 10 people surrounding me and freaking just molesting my head at once. 10 people. It was ridiculous.
You can't fit 10 hands on your head at once.
You'd be surprised.
I would, you're right. That's why I'm doubting it.
Yeah, so...
Is that one of the
how far... Oh, wow, we're in pretty far now.
We're 51,043 seconds in.
Didn't you say that you wanted them to be shorter now?
Well, I think we should let them go as long as... I think we should limit it at about an hour, but, if we feel that we've come to an end, we may as well end it. This might be the end at this point, but I don't know, we've probably got a little more we can talk about.
So, Miley
we never
Cyrus.
did get to